All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. This lesson is entitled, The Troops Will Be Everywhere. Okay? The troops will be everywhere. Okay? So you see that there will be troops everywhere, all right? And this goes along with the New World Order, okay? This is what they always wanted, a police state, and it's happening, folks. It's happening, all right?
D.C. for your safety. Today it's Washington, D.C. for your safety. Tomorrow, it's your city. Trump just announced he's going to use the military and other departments to police D.C. Every single police state in history sold their takeover the exact same way. Nazi Germany called it the Enabling Act. The Soviet Union called it liberation. They never used scary words because nobody would support tyranny. They used safety, security, making the country great again. The playbook never changes. First, amplify a crisis. Then offer the solution that just happens to require military deployment on American soil. They promise it's temporary, just to solve this one problem. But emergency powers have this strange habit of becoming permanent. What should terrify you isn't the dramatic moment with tanks rolling down streets. It's how normal each step feels when you're living through it. Using military against civilians crosses a line that can't be uncrossed. We've watched this exact movie play out in dozens of countries. The ending is always the same. Only the marketing changes. Today it's Washington, D.C. for your safety. Today it's Washington, D.C. for your safety.
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. And why? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So they know they have a short time of rulership, and the powers that be have told them to activate the New World Order, okay? And that's what they're doing. Okay, it's only going to get worse from here. All right, let's go to 2 Thessalonians 5:1. All right, because all this is done for peace and safety. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, so they're doing this in the under the guise of peace and safety. All right, but it's gonna bring civil war and civil unrest. That's what's gonna end up happening. All right. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. All right, and we'll read verse 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And this is the Edomites, the so-called white man today. All right. Okay. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Okay. They're setting up a police state, more surveillance cameras will be put up everywhere. All right, AI is going to be unleashed. All right, just like China. Okay, all right. Social credit scores will come into play. All right, and of course a digital currency and eventual MOTB. All right, the mark is going to come forth. All right. So verse 4 again, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So he is being revealed during this time. Okay, Esau, Edom is being revealed as the devil. Okay, for the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, in which they being revealed by the prophets, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Okay, and that's through the prophets prophesying and giving the testimony on the highways and byways. All right, it's consuming these devils. All right, and that's the reason why they're coming forth with their plans, because they know we're getting close to the return of Yahweh Shai, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So let me read that again. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. Okay, after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So they're coming forth with AI. Okay, they want to be at every place, everywhere, all the time. All right, and they just came out with this new technology.
Will soon be able to identify you just by scanning your eyeball. It's a system called Morris, and it will work using their phones. Point it at your eye for 1 second, and it captures over 265 unique points from your iris. It's more precise than your fingerprint. The moment they scan you, they get instant access to a national database with your arrest history, warrants, and immigration status. And here's the most terrifying part. Unlike a face, which can be hidden by a mask, your iris pattern is unique and unchangeable. 404 Media reports ICE is preparing to give a sole source contract to BI Squared for this technology. Once you're scanned, you're in their system permanently. The surveillance state isn't coming, it's staring you right in the eye. ICE agents will soon be able to identify you just by scanning your eyeball. It's a system called Morris. ICE agents will soon be able to identify you just by scanning your eyeball. It's a system called Morris, and it will work using their phones. Point it at your eye for 1 second, and it captures over 265 unique points from your iris. It's more precise than your fingerprint. The moment they scan you, they get instant access to a national database with your arrest history, warrants, and immigration status. And here's the most terrifying part. Unlike a face, which can be hidden by a mask, your iris pattern is unique and unchangeable. 404 Media reports ICE is preparing to give a sole source contract to BI Squared for this technology. Once you're scanned, you're in their system permanently. The surveillance state isn't coming, it's...
Hey, yo. I really need you to listen to me, please. Hey, yo. I really need you to listen to me, please. and it is facial recognition. And they just pointed at you on the street now. They just pointed at you. And it tells them if your driver's license isn't standing, if you're driving without your driver's license. In a fucking grocery store, they can walk up to you in a fucking grocery store and say, how did you get here? How'd you get here?
So, as you can see, the police state is here, okay? They have the technology. They're using Palantir software, all right? And they're going to get their biometric readings by scanning people, all right? Once they scan you, it's going to go into their database permanently, all right? So we're living in a police state, a totalitarian system, all right? And this is the reason why the Lord said it will be a time like no other, okay? All right, that's why it says they're coming down with great wrath, all right? Revelation chapter 12 verses 12. They're coming down with great wrath. All right. All hell is breaking loose in the earth. All right. So this will allow them, this technology and more like it will allow them to be everywhere in every place all the time. Okay. Because of these cameras that are going to be everywhere. And they're going to come forth with the social credit score in the earth. Okay. Social credit score. And you're going to have to, they're going to monitor you on social media and everything. And if you're not doing the way they want you to do, they're gonna stop you from being able to use the internet. They're gonna close your bank accounts. All right. And they're going to pretty much make you a dissident in society. That's what's coming. All right. Because that's been their whole plan. Okay. This whole time. All right. These devils. All right. When you watch these movies like Minority Report. All right. And I mentioned that today at camp. Okay. They have a response. They're putting together a response team, you know, a National Guard in every state, so that they can respond to civil unrest and what have you, because they know what's coming. Okay, the economy is going to eventually crash. They're going to crash it out to bring this stable coin in. All right, and when they do, they know the people are going to lose it, so they're going to already be in position. All right. Okay. All right, we'll go to but they're not gonna win at this, because World War III is headed it's coming soon. So it's gonna cut them off. All right, Job 20 in verses 5. We'll go to 4. Knowest thou not this of old, Salakia, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of ass within him. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of ass, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. All right, he ain't going to see the kingdom of heaven. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he has oppressed and has forsaken the poor, because he has violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right, and that's the laborers. All right, every hand of the wicked is going to come upon them. When he is about to fill his belly, when he's about to put this new world order, establish this new world order, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, okay, because it's going to be World War III. The Lord's going to allow those missiles to be launched. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh up out of the body. All right, that's out of these silos that they have underground all around America and everywhere else, right? Russia, China. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. That's that nuclear weapon. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. All right. When it hits, if you still there in your body, it's going to go ill with you. It's going to burn you alive. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity. All right. That's the prophets. The men of the Lord is revealing his iniquity. And the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. All right, the day of the Lord. This is the portion of the wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So this is what's going to happen to the wicked. They're going to be destroyed in Armageddon. All right. So though they're as it says in the first part of this, it says, Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches under the cloud, his pride, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, which that they which have seen him shall say, where is he? All right. So that's what's going to happen to the Edomites, the so-called white man. All right. That's bringing forth these unrighteous decrees. They're bringing their plans ahead now with the new world order. All right. So with that, I say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. So the troops are going to be everywhere. Shalom.